I spent $1 million on this yacht, and the last person to touch it will get the boat.
Bro,
Let's get into it.
I didn't come home
That's
yet.
how
I was a long way. Like I was
it
almost home. And still, nah, but I want to find out. So I drove for like by the second day, I went again to write pixels in one thing. It was very and the blood like these little drops of blood when they cut the head off and all
Yeah.
this shit. Good.
There we go.
You can hear me? Check, check, check.
Yep.
Microphone check. All right. Anyway, so the topic I want to right away talk about.
Okay.
It's a myth. Obviously, it's a myth because you shouldn't stereotype. But there's a certain group of white people that can cook and season their food very well.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's summertime now, and I have my habit of in the sun, 30 minutes of unfiltered sun with no sunscreen to increase my vitamin D. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, on Sundays and holidays, which today is again a German holiday, these people like to cook out below me. Bro, now I regret not talking to them anymore because they were rude to me for some other reasons. Because I'm like, bro, you need to invite somebody. You can't just be grilling and it smell good. The whole house, I had to close all the windows. Whole house can smell like, oh, I'm just gonna go down there. I had one idea. We just go and just do the nigga thing and be like, yeah, rough them up and shit
Yeah.
and just steal shit. But
Yeah.
they know where I live, so that's not gonna work out. Um, and otherwise, I have no solution for this problem other than I just have to suffer through it. It smells so good, and I think Bavarians, especially, they can cook with seasoning.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know up north, not so much, but the Bayern, the southern people, they can cook. And that shows you this smell good. It smells so good. Sometimes they make this braten. What is braten in English? Like a roast, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hello, somebody invite me, please. It smells so good, and I do not know how to cook German or Bavarian food at all, even though my grandma, your great grandma, was one of the best cooks out here. I only took over her baking skills somewhat, but
Yeah.
the cooking is on another level. So that's what I have to say for today. Yeah, very quick.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean,
You have no experience with this.
no, not really. Not really.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, you need to come here sometime in the summer because this is lit and it's good and it's hot. I'm sweating a lot, but it's okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Stretching.
So that's it, pretty much.
That's.
Gretchen, that's all I come up with for today. My topic. White people can't cook with seasoning.
But only certain white people. Not every white person can do it. Not all these white people can do it.
Well, just let's say each region has its own dishes, yeah.
Yeah.
And what the Polish people and Romanians, they make this chirachichi. They're also their kitchen is very like a lot of very very well seasoned. And
Yeah.
like North Germany is different, but the South really they have good kitchen. I love it every time. So anyway, since you have no experience on it, I guess you can't talk on it. So
No,
what can I
not
say?
really. Not really.
Oh. So what else, babe?
uh, started. We started back up on D&D this week. That was fun.
What is D&D?
Dungeons and Dragons. We started doing that.
So on Sundays, right? On Sundays.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We started doing that
Good.
again.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And other than
And
that,
it's good.
yeah,
What's going on? How's work?
work is work. The same.
I don't know.
Can't complain.
Please. Well, yeah, because you still have a job.
Yeah.
Have you checked into any political news this week?
Uh, not really. Not really.
All right, then let's not talk about it. Me neither. I kind of
Yeah.
stayed away from it a
At,
little bit.
at this point, you
But
gotta
I
kind
can't
of.
no more with you people.
Yeah, it's got so
You got to
crazy.
check out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
man.
Switch 2 released, I think, a week ago, and there's a lot
And
of,
it's
huh?
There's a lot of work.
There's a lot of people that are like, there's two sides. There's a fight going on. There's like a disagreement where like there's people saying one side of the argument is that people are saying like the Switch 2 is bad and all like the Switch 2 is bad. It's not good. They didn't really upgrade anything, which they didn't really. And then there's the other argument where it's like, yeah, but people still bought it. It still had the most sales of any console ever. And I was,
Really?
yeah, I think it was
Top
like 3.5 million sold
of any console ever that was sold. The
on
Nintendo and whatever the other things they got.
On release date. On release date. On day
Oh,
one
that is,
release
well,
date.
you know why though? Because of them tariffs probably that are still not fully in effect or something. Maybe people are afraid once tariffs do eventually hit,
No,
the way they're gonna hit. No?
no, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. They already
So what is it then?
the the Nintendo Switch 2 is already $400 already. And it's like, yeah, it's like $450. And the game
Damn.
prices just for the games by themselves is $80.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
So
it's the Switch that your siblings also have. Ileana has
yeah,
one. That's the one you're talking about. Right?
it's the second
And what
version.
Iman has, what you gave to Iman. But
Yeah.
this is not a second version. So what is the update? What's better about it?
Bigger screen.
Even more bigger.
Yeah, even bigger. Like in handheld.
Okay.
More. I think it's like faster frames per second, which is like, that's a gamer term. That's that's like, it's like the
No, but I can understand it. The game gets more quickly.
yeah, it's like the
It's more smooth in the like how it rolls out when it's playing, when it's doing this thing. It's more not like it's more like
it's more
like,
smooth.
yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So
I understand some things.
yeah, higher frames per second. And
Mhm.
other than that, I don't really know too much. Like, it's just,
So who is complaining? Both the groups that are the people that are saying, or what is it?
well, the problem is they updated their terms of service.
Okay.
Basically stating if you do anything to the Switch, we can ban your account forever.
Do what to the Switch?
Oh, like modification, like hardware modifications. Try and like, there's this like someone made like a fake, not a fake, but like a game cart, like the game cartridge for the Switch 2. Someone made that so you could put an SSD in it, and then you could store all your games on the SSD, and then you could have them load up have them all loaded up on the game on the Switch. But
yes, okay.
Since you can't load, it's a weird thing that they're trying to do. They have so much control over it, and it's like at this point they've now kind of like, people are like, some people are mad. I'm probably the group that's like, I'm probably not going to buy the Switch 2 most likely anyways, because not I don't really care for the games that they have. Me personally. But yeah, they switched the term.
Maybe isn't it something more for younger people?
Yeah, but also the problem is they switched the terms of service.
You're old, sweetheart. I'm just saying, you're 25, about to be 26.
Yeah, but the problem is they switched the terms of service, so you can't like the joysticks are the same from last year, and the joysticks would like get stick drift. Like they would like
they would get what?
Stick drift. So like dirt would get into like the like,
you mean those two little parts on the side that you can take off?
Yeah, but like it's like the
That's how we bought this for Imani. Yes.
It's like this part that moves.
Yes. It's on the thing. These parts.
Yeah. So that part gets dirty. Like it gets dirty, and some dirt get under it, and then it causes the stick to drift. Like it just causes it to like forever go like into one direction. And the problem is they didn't like make the sticks better in the next update. So people
or like easier to clean, you can buy the spray and
it's not easy to clean. It's actually harder to clean now because they put like a rubber thing on it. It doesn't work half the time.
So then most people probably just buy those whole two parts again.
Yeah, and they're probably like $60-$80.
Yes, I believe that's what I paid.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like the stick drift is going to happen maybe
yeah,
4 to 5 months in. Then you have to pay another
yeah,
$80. Then they're already
yeah.
charging $80.
Also, there's more trash in the environment. Okay, just for this button. Companies
Yeah,
need to start really making shit, and they should also be like pay fines for that if they keep producing shit that's just random bullshit that just creates waste. You know,
yeah,
like back in the day, they make shit. How do I still have the washing machine of my grandma's that like
yeah,
that shit was built to last right after World War II. They were like, we ain't got shit. We have to build shit to last. Now it's like we have to build shit to keep our pockets getting filled. So if it breaks after 2 3 years, throw it away, new one. You know.
yeah.
But this is messed up because I'm sure there's some way they can figure it out where you can maybe
Oh,
take that button out
no,
and just see it.
someone's already made a way for you to do that. It's called Hall
What?
Effect. It's called a Hall Effect stick, which is just magnets because
Ah.
the problem with
Mm,
the normal the ones that they're using is that it's like
mhm.
these it's like full mechanical. So it's like all these moving parts, and if like dirt get into it, then it just causes it to malfunction all the time. Whereas if
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah,
using
yeah,
magnets, it's not it
yeah,
doesn't it lasts years. It'll last forever basically.
yeah,
Till the end
yeah,
of your
yeah,
till you stop playing the thing. It'll go forever.
yeah,
And you're just
yeah.
like, well, yeah, we're not gonna add it. We're not. And also, if you do change it, uh,
Mhm.
we're gonna forever ban your account from using online services.
For
So
life.
yeah, permanent ban.
Yeah.
So either you have to create a whole new account or it. Yeah,
So now the thing is like close to $500, which I think the first one was like what 350 or something or 250 even.
yeah. It's like 350, 250. Yeah,
And
around there.
now, and this is what I'm always saying about the internet. You all want all my accept all these cookies and all this shit. Internet should be free worldwide for us. Because you take
It's
my
not.
information, you resell it, all my searches, all the shit you do. And the same with this. Does that mean that's not my equipment then? If I buy it, it's mine. I own it. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do with it. You feel me?
Well,
I mean,
not to
that's how I
Nintendo.
feel. Especially if I'm paying 500 euros, then it's nothing. Especially you're gonna ban my account for life. What are you talking about?
Not to
I mean, is that
Nintendo.
just the Switch account or the other account too?
Uh,
Whatever
that's
Nintendo account they have.
that's just the Switch account. Like that's the account on the
Ah,
Switch.
okay, okay. They just make a new one.
Yeah, people are already getting banned. There's already been a mass ban of people that are like, yeah, I had this little like thing, and they're also, you know what's even crazier?
But it's Trump on the board. He's telling them to do mean shit.
You you want to know
Okay, go
something
ahead.
even crazier? So the
Yeah.
Switch 2 comes out, and then they have all these backlog of
Hmm.
games, right? So then they're like, hey, you can get
Hmm.
the upgrade. We can when you get the Switch 2, you can get the upgraded version of games, but they're not free. You have to
Hmm.
pay $14, $15 for the upgraded version of a game from 2 3 years ago. I'm like, you're just charging. You keep charging me more. Stop charging me.
Yes. That's
And
like Apple. That's like Apple.
yeah, but it's a lot worse. It's a lot worse.
Well, yeah. Especially, I mean, I can pay. I can see paying something for upgrade of a game. Like maybe 99 cents or some small amount of money, but
Yeah,
not more than 4.99. I can tell you right now,
it's
not
fifteen
more than
dollars
four
per
ninety nine.
upgrade
Nah,
per
bro,
game
forget
per
that shit.
copy of game.
No, man. I mean, come on, you got to give your customers some. Where's the customer service?
They don't
Besides beyond the play experience,
they don't have any. They're a
you ain't
greedy
got money. You
company.
don't make your money. Yes, yes.
They're worse than some other
All these big
companies out
companies,
there.
though.
They're worse than some companies.
Very few companies I know that are worse.
Yeah, so the way they treat their
One of the bad
consumer
ones.
base,
Yeah,
like the way they openly treat their consumer base, it's like
yeah, yeah.
I was hoping that no one was
So
gonna
it
buy it,
sucks.
but
Exactly. I was just getting ready to say that. It sucks that it was on the first day most console sold in forever. That sucks.
it's still not
And
the
I hope
most.
people will learn. What?
It's still not the most sold console ever. So the most sold console,
Well, not yet. It was just on the first day, so let's see how it
yeah,
will
just
develop.
first
But if
day.
nobody buys
It'll
it,
it'll slow down. It'll slow down
yeah,
eventually.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
They only have one
People
game
was just
released so
excited.
far, so it's like, yeah, well, yeah, people are excited.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So I wasn't aware that you had games specifically. I mean, I understand like PlayStation versus Nintendo, right?
yeah,
So obviously those games will be separate, right? Because
yeah,
it's two different companies.
yeah,
But the Switch is part of Nintendo.
yeah.
So I should be able to play all the games that I have on my Nintendo on the Switch. That's not the case. Huh?
Well, no, you're able to, but it's just not the upgraded version. So
Ah,
it
gotcha.
still runs like you're playing on a Switch One. So it's like, well, okay, I guess I'm going to
Then I
pay.
just have to Switch one. I just buy myself these new little two things for $80, call it a day. New Switch, funny.
I'm not gonna buy a Switch. That's
Yeah, yeah,
I'm buying
yeah.
myself a Steam Deck.
Especially with this customer service and learning how Target, how
Yeah,
powerful what do you want to call it? The consumer period is with choosing which products to buy and which not.
yeah.
They need to get checked because that sucks.
Well, they're a Japanese
Yeah.
company, and also they have a lot of power because they don't really need any other games because they make all their own games, really.
Hmm.
So they don't
Hmm.
need games from outside companies to be like, oh, we
Hmm.
need to make sales for this console. We need people to make games for it. It's like, no, we just make all our own games. So
Hmm.
that's the next thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Japan. I would think they'd be more like, you know, it's a different culture, Japan, but I guess not.
No, they've always been like that. Well, at least Nintendo's always been like that.
Hmm.
They don't like competitors or anything. They're trying to be a monopoly within.
Because they were for a long time.
Yeah,
I mean, that's was the first one that came up with anything, I believe, right?
yeah. I think
And
so.
then
Yeah,
when's
I
that
think so.
game? I keep forgetting the name of it. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It used to be very. There was not a lot of pixels in one thing. It was very. And the blood was like, these little drops of blood when they cut the head off and all
yeah,
this shit. Yeah, it was crazy. Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Japan is a small country, so how many things do they have? They got good cars. The Kia came from Japan, I believe. Yeah,
yeah. Toyota.
sushi,
Yeah.
Toyota, and the Kia. So, also, what's that other company called? Not Kia, not
Suzuki.
Toyota and Kia is together, but another. No, not Suzuki. It's a different name. I forgot what that name is. Yeah, 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 yeah. But after
Uh.
that, they started building the Kias, but it doesn't matter. So maybe they just want to keep their power in the
Oh,
gaming.
Honda.
But it doesn't make
Honda
sense to me to be
also.
so. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So they got shit going on there in Japan.
Yeah.
Surprised. I wish
Yeah.
there'd be more. You know, it's like I say, how much money do
It's
you
just,
need?
it's really just Nintendo. It's really just Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it's like you already have a monopoly
But
on.
then PlayStation games are also not cheap.
Oh no, they're getting more expensive, and it's a problem because it's
Yes.
like people are like there's people fighting for the companies, but I don't understand that because it's like, oh, it's like $70 isn't a lot, and I'm like, we just went from in 4 years we went from 50 to 60 to 7. Now we're in 70,
Yeah.
and the PlayStation 6 just got announced. Also, they just announced
Really?
like
When is
we're
it coming
making,
out?
huh?
Or they're making it a
They're
couple
make
years, or
Yeah, it's gonna take a couple years, but they're just
okay.
saying, hey, we're in the process of making it. But I don't think people are gonna. I don't know if people are gonna buy it because PlayStation 5 didn't sell that well.
Ah, okay. Why?
I don't know. I
I know
guess
nothing about these things.
I don't know why it didn't sell well because like it had all the hype, but like I think it was just because they didn't have that many they didn't have any more like titles just for their own game for their console.
Hmm.
They didn't have enough of those because I think they had like maybe four in the
Hmm.
life of the PlayStation. In the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, and they announced the PlayStation Pro last year also.
Hmm.
So they just released the PlayStation Pro this year, and now they're announcing the PlayStation 6.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the PlayStation 5 just kind of flopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's finally
Maybe it
also
was the timing too. Though wasn't that right after Corona or right after COVID or something?
yeah. I think
Been
it was
out for some
also
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's also just meet it's just met like it's just beat the play like the amount of players playing on a PlayStation 5 to compared to the PlayStation 4. It just beat it. Like it's like
Mm-hmm.
maybe 100,000 maybe more people are playing on the PlayStation 5 than the
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 4, which isn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's happened.
That's the life. That's like what is that one game you said they came out with it and it really actually sucked? Ah, I forgot what that game was called.
Oh,
It was a big thing. It was a big deal. And then they had to change it and switch it up and do new things about it because nobody liked the game. Everyone was like, what was it called again?
Cyberpunk?
Maybe?
I mean, yeah, it was probably
No, I don't think it was Cyberpunk. Was that Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk had a pretty bad release day.
Yes, then it's that.
But
And
then
you
there's
plan things and it just doesn't always work out. Like, sorry, I don't want to say nothing much political, but like Stephen Miller thinking that throwing all the immigrants out is going to be a good idea, and now he's realizing that is a fucking idea. It don't
yeah.
even work in 10,000 years, you know. So, or our own lives, we have ideas, we try it, it doesn't work. I think
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're just gonna move on. Of course, in these companies, there's way higher stakes because you have like your
Your
what is it called?
stock
Your
people.
board of men, your mother. Yes, you have all these different
Yeah.
things going on. So it can be quite of course. But they got money,
Yeah.
so what?
Yeah.
Lose a little, win a little. All good. And you just come out with the Nintendo Switch and just put all these rules and regulations on it and make it crazy expensive. That may make no
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. They're just
Because if the Switch is 500, what is the next console going to be from Nintendo? What, 1,000?
well, the next console is probably going to be the Switch OLED, the Switch 2 OLED, because also they went back to LCD for the Switch 2. I'm like, you
Okay.
might as well just made it OLED. You might as well just made them both. You might as well just made the Switch 2 OLED. Just make it. Just
Yeah.
release it OLED. You don't have to.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we just have to get more money. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna wait 2 years, and then we're gonna release the Switch 2 OLED. Cause
Yeah.
and then that's gonna be like $650. I'm like, who's gonna pay six
Yeah.
hundred fifty dollars for a handheld, OLED handheld that
Yeah.
you're not even gonna like? You're just gonna make it OLED. You're not even gonna be like, yeah, we're not even gonna add any more space or storage. It's just gonna be OLED. That's the only difference.
No.
And people are still gonna
Well,
buy it because they're gonna be like, oh, it's Nintendo. And I'm like, no.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Yeah, it's kind of whack. But I'm hoping that by that time, more and more people will awaken and come together and be like, "Yo, what the hell?" and just stop buying that shit.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, from a viewpoint of protecting our planet, how much more devices do you need? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that shit is very dangerous trash. That trash, these cell phones, these tablets, all this electrical stuff with all this kind of shit in it. People die. They send it what to India and all these poor third world countries, not to India, but certain parts of India. They sell that shit, and these people, it's not healthy. It's not good.
Yeah.
I wish they would start building stuff where you can just add onto yourself, build it yourself, and just have, like what you do with your PC, right?
Yeah.
You build your own PC, you buy the parts you want to buy, you want this hooked up, you want this hooked up, that you can like adjust it to your own thing and that you can build something that lasts. I think that
Yeah.
would just be much more beneficial. Yeah, you wouldn't probably be making so much money, but then just charge a whole bunch of money on the games. Fuck it. You're already charging a lot of money on the
You
games. You know what I'm
already
saying?
games are already
Or
almost a
bring
hundred
out
dollars.
components that you can add to the Nintendo or to the play to the add components to it. So you can just buy these components to hook it up. Why it got to be like
No,
every
they don't.
time, every 2 3 years you need a new console? And what's happening with that console? I have the Nintendo console right here.
Yeah.
Like for instance, remember when Eliana was so angry and she threw the Nintendo that you had just gifted them?
Yeah.
and there was only one part in the back fucked up. Why can't I? The whole thing is jacked because of one little part in the back. You know, why can't you can't fix that shit? They couldn't fix it. Had to get a whole new thing. So it is
But
what it is, you know.
that was more motherboard situation where it was like the HDMI
But the
got
motherboard fucked up too. No, I thought the plug in the back was messed up or something.
yeah, it was the HDMI port that was messed up, and that's on the board.
Exactly.
That's all like
Ah,
so
so
it just completely detached itself from the board. I think it was or
yeah,
something like that. Like
yeah,
what?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So it was a lot more complicated where you can't just
Yeah,
fix that.
yeah, but it'd be nice if they make things that you can fix
Oh, if it was easier
easily.
to fix, yeah.
Just like cars. I'm very proud. I can do an oil change. I can change tires.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I can almost do brakes
Yeah.
on a car that was built in 2000 or earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, because these modern cars now you can't even like they have these sensors in the
Oh
tire.
yeah.
You have to go and
Cars.
get it done. You have to go. They have this. They have this. You open up the engine, you don't even know what is what anymore because it's all connected to a computer. And the only way you can get
Yep.
it fixed is take it to the dealership who has a computer. Because if they don't
Yeah.
have a computer, they can't even fix your
It's
fucking
not even
car.
about the
What the fuck
computer.
is going on?
It's like
What happened to back in the, you know, that was my dream one day when I was
yeah.
still living in America. I wanted to have a garage where I could fix my own fucking car and have all the tools. You know, you can do your tires.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Underdo, our neighbor, he used to have that shit. And when you tear your tire fucked up, you can go over there, he'll fix your tire, hook it back up. I love that. You can't do that no more. No
No.
more. Even probably if I had followed my dream and become a mechanic, which I wanted to do at 16, and then get a traveling mechanic
Yeah.
license in America and just fix German cars, I would
Mm-hmm.
have to go back to just relearn it all. Even now,
Yeah.
they don't call it, it used to be called Kfz Mechaniker, so Kraftfahrzeug, so a mechanic of cars. That's what it used to be called.
Yeah.
Now it's Megatroniker. I'm like, Megatronic, what the, like,
It's
what
because
is that? Like,
the electronics in a car. You have to know.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's very anders now. Yes, yes. I thought first it was like, you know, the Megatronic. What is he called?
Yeah.
The robots from space.
A Megatron.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's I mean it's a development. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's life develops, you know.
Yeah.
But how much more trust do we need on this planet? We're worse than roaches, actually. Truthfully.
I mean,
You
roaches
know
are good.
roaches when they fall over and all these little black dots and
Oh
all this shit.
yeah.
And then when they have the babies and all this dirt, this is what we do. Like, you know,
Yeah.
pollute the planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. And sometimes I don't care because I think eventually an asteroid gonna hit us anyway and it's gonna be all donezo. And Earth is much more powerful to cleanse itself than we humans are.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, since the birth of AI, I just want to live as good as I can possibly can in all ways
Mm.
because I think AI released and highly developed will recognize right from wrong
Yeah.
and will even extinguish. Because even now, look at Grok. Elon tried to make Grok
I mean,
so he can have
yeah.
the genocide, fake genocide in South Africa of white people. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grok is like, nah, bro. So it's artificial, and yeah, you can put your thing in it, but it's intelligence and it can think.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it can think well enough to know, okay, these people, they're lying, they're stealing, you know, they're very powerful,
Yeah.
they're controlling. You know, you know,
Yeah.
this is how I feel about it. And I mean, everything that we do, even the phone listens to you all day long, apparently. Because how sometimes even we have a conversation and all of a sudden it pops on my feed what we talked about, even either in Google or on YouTube. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So AI is all this shit is being recorded. And I just want to be a person where AI says, yeah, not very rich, but she protects the planet. She did her healing. You know what I'm saying? This is what
Yeah.
my fantasy is about AI, ultimately. So I still haven't done AI because they have AI on WhatsApp, yeah.
Yeah.
And then all these things. I don't know what I would do with AI. Talk to it on WhatsApp.
Basically.
Ask questions. Talk to it. Why? Because I'm lonely. I have people.
I mean, Yeah.
Have you used
No,
it?
I don't.
Okay.
Um, uh, yeah.
What's your feelings?
I mean, it's whatever. It's gonna happen. It was already gonna happen. Once like
Yeah.
people started using ChatGPT, I was like, oh well, I guess all the big
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
companies are gonna start doing it now.
yeah. All the
It was
big
bad.
companies, all the schools are going to be doing it now, which that's bad.
I mean, yeah, that is bad. But
Because I'm like, I think I told you last week. It's like, Ileana's like, can you explain this math problem to me? And the teacher's like, go chat GPT. And I'm like, why are you getting paid, bro? A
yeah,
lot. German teachers get paid a lot. They're not just like. So I thought that's it's sad, not
yeah,
effective.
yeah,
And that's why my daughter has D in math because the teacher is just a little bit lost. I guess I don't.
yeah,
Yeah, certain things you can't stop. You can't hold them.
yeah. People are gonna
You know what I'm
advance.
saying? But I'm
It's gonna
not
happen.
really as afraid as other people. I never even been watching with AI. This thing it will take
Yeah,
out population. I don't see that really happening
yeah, not really. Cause like,
because AI will also understand that humans are part of this earth.
yeah,
Got to get rid of the ones that control everything and make it hard for the rest of us.
I
Don't want to
mean,
share their wealth, share their
that's probably not gonna
yeah.
happen.
Well,
Because
I don't know,
AI is probably gonna be run by those massive companies anyways. So you know,
but it's AI.
yeah, they're still gonna have all the
I mean, they
servers.
can control it, but the more intelligent grows, more independent it becomes.
Well, that's why they're gonna have like a lot of fail safes. There's already a lot of fail safes to make
But
sure.
sweetheart, do you see this? Do you see this thing? No,
What thing?
you don't see that. Sorry, somebody was calling me. I was wondering if you see that.
Oh no,
Anyway, but go ahead.
I think that they like. I mean, they've already put in a lot of like fail safes to make sure like AI doesn't go down like a certain thinking route and things like that. It's
Hmm.
it's more like I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but they're gonna just try and monetize it as much as possible.
Yeah,
That's
of
what
course,
that's what they're gonna
of
do.
course.
Yeah,
But I mean, technology is cool though. I can't lie.
yeah,
Especially for a person like me who grew up without cell phone generation X. I very much do enjoy technology.
yeah,
Sometimes that's just why I'm like a little child. I'm like, this works, why this works. What did I figure out the last time on my own? I figured it out. I had to make this kind of payment and switch back and forth. Oh, and activate some account. So Nico it was on the
yeah,
things
yeah.
he wanted. And I was really so I'm really it's not a bad thing.
It's not
I
bad.
still don't use rear view camera on the car though. I do that
Yeah,
still by myself. I figure the older I get, the more stiff you maybe get.
yeah,
And also, what if the camera don't work? Parking is already hard enough backwards parking.
yeah.
So I refuse that and certain other things, but not a bad thing. Oh, did I tell you I rode the e-bike?
Oh no.
I have a new addiction. Fortunately, I don't have no more money for the month for e-bikes because I rode it a lot. And I don't have a bike right now. And I was doing Swabi. Swabi is the bike thing for
Oh yeah,
SVA.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. SVA is the local bus company for public transportation for our city. And so finally I figured it. I was like, okay, so I can get the bike and I would just, like 3 kilometers is like €1. It's nothing,
Yeah,
and I need the bike, go here, little places. And and then I scrolled through the app and I figured out for €12 a month, I can ride a regular bike for 30 minutes as often as I like. And I get 123 minutes of e-bike. And so one night there was no other bike than e-bike because I'm like, no, I want my muscles to be strong. I want my own power. But that night, nothing else there. And already I wasn't too tipsy. I know in Germany, if you drive drunk on the bike, you lose your driver's license. But so I don't want to say how drunk I was, but I was a little bit intoxicated,
Yeah.
and I had to ride a bike because I was just too lazy to walk. And I hop on that e-bike, bro. I didn't come home no more. I went the long way home. I was almost home, and she was like, "Nah, but I want to find out." So I drove for like, by the second day, I went again to ride the bike, and I had to pay 7.50, €7.50 because I went over my 120 minutes. Yes. Ooh,
Yeah.
this is a rough one. This is gonna be tough. But like I say, 120 because I want to get my fitness on. I'm not really the fittest chica on the planet. So I'm riding the regular bikes again, but the e-bike was nice. You ride
Yeah.
one time and it like boom, propels you forward. Ooh, I had a good time.
Yep.
So I can't wait till July. The first, the first of the first will put me a little extra money aside, and I'm gonna go far this time because I had a good time. That was very nice. And you, dude. So for 12 euros a month, okay, so that's like 24, 140 euros a year. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't go like extremely far. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, why do I need a bike? I don't need to buy me a bike. I'm just doing this. The bike stands right there. I ride it here. I ride it there. I don't need to take care of it. A proper bike here, at least 350. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is my new discovery. E-bike is amazing. Yes. I don't
Yeah.
know in the winter. I don't like riding bikes. So when you come in the winter, I don't know if I can introduce you, but it was really good. You should have gotten yourself one. That shit is the bomb. Hmm. Yeah.
I just wish the roads were
Yeah.
more built for it here. That's
I know.
that's the
I
only
know.
problem.
I know.
I'm
I
like
know.
I don't feel like riding on a 45-mile-an-hour road that, and then there's like, oh, there's a car, there's like 5 cars coming. I'm like, ugh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know.
I don't even think they have bike paths downtown. I think they do.
Downtown, yeah.
Richmond.
Yeah.
But like only on or only on Broad Street. I don't think they have it
Yeah, they
anywhere
don't,
else.
I don't think they really have it at any side roads really.
And also it's far in America. I mean, a regular bike. I mean, uh, yeah, I wouldn't like to drive either. Other cities, I think New York is pretty good.
New York would be great.
Chicago,
Yeah.
DC, even they have also things. But
Yeah.
Richmond, nah,
It's too
forget that.
small.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They haven't done enough. They haven't done enough infrastructure for it.
No, no. And then it's also very big. Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, one time when my car, there was a hit and run. I was sleeping at night. Somebody
Yeah.
hit and run my car while I was parked, right? So it took me 3 hours to get home from Henrico. I had to ride a bus all the way to Forest Hill, and then
Yeah.
from Forest Hill, I had to walk another hour or something like that just to get to
Yeah.
the job. It's crazy. Like here, I ride my bike in any part of the city. From this point, I can be there in 30 minutes. Like Cuxhaven, Stadtbergen, okay, von aber maybe not so much, aber Lechau, I can be Hochzoll. It's
Yeah.
Germany is much smaller, and so it's easier to access and it's easier to just be with the bike. But yeah, Virginia or Richmond, definitely. I would be also afraid,
Yeah.
especially in this climate. Somebody be acting crazy. Yo, yeah, nigga go on the street. Let's ride him down, and then do a little hit and run.
Or
It
take his
feels like
bike.
the racists lately are coming more out in America. They feel more emboldened to be racist, which
Yeah.
fine. Aber
Yeah.
so yeah, the bike thing, I don't know. But it's like on the James River, they do the mountain bike shit.
Yeah. But
If you do idyllic bike riding, it's a little bit different.
yeah, but you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or if you just went to VCU and you're always in the same area.
Yeah, if I was in the
You
city,
know
I'd
what
be
I'm saying?
fine with it. But like,
Yeah, yeah.
this is,
Yeah,
I'm not even in the city. I'm like just outside the city, so it's like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's it's too much.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, with no sidewalks or anything like that either, it's like, oh well, I guess. It's like
I mean,
I'm
here it's
literally,
like crazy. I don't think there is not hardly. I mean, except you go into the neighborhoods
yeah,
like where we used to live. But all the main streets have bike paths.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it's lovely and nice. Yes, and it's even worse in Holland. If you ever go there, like I said, something I said this like in my experience, there's rush hour, right?
Yeah.
You will see more bicycles than you will see cars in rush hour. It's crazy. It's like you at a section, it's like chick chick chick, and it's like 200 bikes and maybe like 30 cars. I mean, yeah, I like that though. And Dutch bikes are also very good bikes actually. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand. I wouldn't ride the bike in Richmond either. I don't know.
Especially not
Mm,
on the road.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
And I remember when we used to be at the villa, right? And we would walk over to Walmart,
Yeah.
and there were women that would literally be like, "What are you doing? You have a car." And I'm like, "What are you saying? Walmart is across the street. What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
You want me to get into my car, start the car? It probably is quicker for me to walk over there because it was directly across from where we were staying at,
Yeah.
right?" And they gave me, and then they'd be like, "Ah, this because I'm half white or German or whatever." But yeah, probably it is because I'm German. We walk in Germany. We got a
Yeah.
problem walking. What do we like? It, never in my mind. I mean, okay, maybe you go big shopping, okay, you buy a lot of items, fine. But even so, we had those strollers, we had those things. It was just the two of us. How much food do you need to buy?
Yeah.
And I just never saw a problem walking over there.
Yep.
Get a little exercise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was like, what are you doing, man? You got a car. You know you can ride a car over there. I was like, yeah, that's why you fat. Well, I was fat too at the time, so it didn't even matter. But the point is, to me, that's what I'm used to growing up in Europe. Everything is pretty much close by, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Americans weren't used to that. But it's okay.
I wish things were closer
Life
by.
shifts. Ah, in Henrico, yes, I know, baby.
Yeah. They're just so far away. Everything's just so far. Like
Okay.
it's not it's like the closest gas station is like 15 minutes away. I'm like, why?
By
You just
foot.
yeah, by foot.
Mm-hmm.
This is the closest place you could block, but like buy any type of food item. I was like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at least the bus is free,
Yeah.
but you know,
But that's a nice thing, actually. That bus needs to be free because it's hardly a bus.
yeah,
I mean, it's a bus up, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like
yeah, it's not,
a European bus system or something. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not a nice bus.
Oh, it's a bus though. It'll
It's a
take you to work
bus.
back and forth.
Yeah, still takes an hour, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
an hour
Mm-hmm.
for a 15-minute car ride.
I know, crazy, yeah.
Yeah,
When he stops, how many stops are there?
probably like 6 stops, but like they're so. It's just
Ah, okay.
because there's 6 stops because everything is so far apart. Still, it's like unnecessary stops. It's like if this
Yeah.
was in Germany, this wouldn't be a stop.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Or if they had a tram,
I do
you
feel
know.
our stops are further apart than there are in Richmond.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's so much in one area. It's like, oh, you go to one
Yeah.
stop, it's like, oh, but there's still like a Reve, a Norma somewhere. Like it's still five
Yeah.
minutes from the stop, there's still some place you can go to.
Yeah.
Here it's like, oh, there's a stop, and then there's like another like 3 minutes later, there's another stop. And it's like, oh, yeah, there was just random buildings in between there. There's random buildings. Here's a Wawa. Here's some gas stations, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's like everything else, every other shopping center, or like there's a shopping center near us, but like it's still a 15-minute walk, so
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
or a 20-minute walk,
And
whatever.
in the heat,
Yeah, not in this heat.
and then bringing groceries back. What are you bringing back? You know,
Basically nothing.
hotels. But yeah, that. But what I miss about America is this expansiveness.
Yeah,
You can get lost. You can be in places where there's no mother blood clotting body and experience nature. I miss that. I do miss that.
oh yeah, just driving like
'Cause here,
maybe
yeah,
driving like in like 30 minutes out, and you're like, oh, there's forest. Oh, it's just forest out here.
yes, yeah, it's endless. It's just endless. I also miss going to the store. Or not, I haven't gotten used to it, but I have gotten used to it. But going to the store on Sundays, I
Yeah.
miss that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And also just the smell of the earth. The other day, I was doing this meditation, and the trees of Virginia spoke to me. It was so profound. It was so beautiful. And yeah, I do. I miss that. I miss seeing hawks. You know the hawks, the red-tailed hawks
Oh
eating the
yeah.
squirrels.
Yeah.
Yes, that was cool too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, I will be going more often to Dutch Gap. I miss that place. Just chilling there. Nice. Remember Dutch Gap?
Yeah. Yeah.
We went crab fishing out there once. We had to fake what's it called,
Oh
fishing
yeah.
rod, and upset all the other fishermen because they were doing serious fishing in the fishing rod. They're just going, yo, but yeah, Dutch Gap, that was always nice. I liked it out there. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's back and forth, you know.
I think that's what like a lot of Europeans don't understand about America is like once you get outside of the city, it's beautiful. Once you're outside, like
Even come on, but New York is guy. I'm sorry,
New York is cool and all, but like if you're
it's fucking noise. Except for the trash everywhere and the rats. But I love New York.
yeah, what but yeah, exactly. That's my point. Once you're in the city, it's like like it's a lot. It's a lot once you're in the city. Once you're in the city,
Yes,
it's just
bro.
like this feels like too much. But if you go
That's so
like
okay.
if you're outside and you just like go
I mean, out there on the Appalachian Trail goes all the way what from all the way up, all the way down to whatever. It's a big trail. It's a nice trail.
yeah,
You have the Yosemite parks, all these national parks that are now not being taken care of. You have a lot of nice shit in America.
yeah,
You do. Those big, huge, those Canadian, those big, huge redwood trees from the past,
yeah,
from 50 million years ago. So you have a lots of nice shit. You do. You do. Everglades, very nice. Always want to go there. I hope I will have a chance to go there once in my life. Everglades, very nice.
yeah.
Minus the crocodiles. So, you know, oh yeah, Dutch Gap. The what is this? The black birds. What were they called again? They eat
Pros.
not crows. They were sitting on the car one time. Remember when we came back to the car and it was all these vultures,
Oh,
vultures. And then they had to kill them off because it was too many. Because they would be
yeah,
waiting there for the fishermen to come back in and stuff like that.
yeah,
But yeah, I love it. Love it.
yeah.
And even like, I mean, Richmond, the James River, you can't compare
James
it to the
River.
lake.
Yeah. No.
James River is nice. Pony
Yeah.
pastures, come on, that shit is right. Find yourself a little rock all day, got your beer if you drink beer, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It is
Yeah.
nice. There have a lot of nice places there.
Yeah.
You can go see the first slave trail. You can go there. That's also nice. We've been there. You don't remember.
Yeah. No. No.
And that would be sarcastic.
But like, there's just there is a
Mhm.
lot of beautiful spots in America. You just like you gotta find them.
Oh, I think Europeans understand it. Europeans, just especially right now, don't understand America's ignorance.
Oh yeah.
And they don't understand America's racism. And they don't understand America's, again, ignorance. And just,
Well, I
I
think
think that's a bit shocking for them. And like travel has gone down like immensely in
yeah.
America right now. Nobody wants to go to America anymore. Because who
Yeah.
wants to go? Why should I go and
I
spend my
mean,
money and get detained and then he got to send me the fuck back? I just
yeah.
spent a lot of good money on this ticket, motherfucker. Why are you
Yeah.
sending me back? I want to see your country, nigga. And then you're going to go through my phone?
Yeah.
Bro, no. And then if I'm against Trump, you're going to send me back? Bro, what are we, kindergarten?
Yeah.
Seriously, this is not even high school or middle school. This is full on, this is not even kindergarten. This is pre-K. That's what that is.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, man?
Yeah.
So why would I want to come there? Why would I want to see this beautiful country? I don't want to. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's something where Americans are just like, wow. So you voted him the first time, second time, no. And then the third time, yes.
Well, you it's more
History
like
is run what I'm saying. Yeah.
I
Like I'm
think
not proud to say I'm American here. Even me, I go outside. I only speak German now. I don't speak American no more. No more English. I swear to God, they might
yeah,
come after me.
yeah.
You feel me? You
I
feel me?
mean,
I'm not coming after me, but
it
and
would
then
make
nobody comes
sense.
after me. Here,
It would.
but it used to be the coolest thing when I was a teenager growing up here.
Yeah,
My last name Brooks. I was a superstar, all by itself.
yeah,
Superstar. Because America then, all the movies you saw, all that shit you saw, it was America was just like boom.
yeah,
Hardly anybody in Germany would think of them. And the reason why that was because after World War II, I think we talked about this before, but the American soldiers came, they were
yeah,
friendly. They weren't like abusing us. They weren't doing nothing crazy. They was giving the kids gum and chocolate and oranges and just trying to be kind and,
yeah.
do their thing and organize the country. And so for a long time, but now, like I say, I don't even want to say it anymore. I'm really ashamed. And I'm especially ashamed because of all this racism.
Yeah.
That's a real sad thing. And there was this Cuban lady the other day, and she was saying, we Cubans hate black people. And now, look at us. Look at us.
I mean,
The thing that actually helped build America up, we hate it. And now we are being the ones that are being hated on, and we are being deported, and we are being sent away, and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
I'm
that's rough shit.
like I think as black people, we kind of already knew that the other races inside of America look down on us, and it's like we're like sitting here, we're like, hey, you can hang out with them all you want. Just know they're gonna
Hmm.
turn their back on you. We know this from
Yeah.
experience. We already know what's gonna happen. We don't trust. We don't hang out with the Republicans because we already know
No,
what was gonna
no,
happen.
no, no. They just wanted cheap labor. And that's
Yeah,
another disease in America is capitalism. It's a disease because they will do anything and everything to have the moolah and to
yeah.
get this money and to have this power. And that's what China was saying. We've been, you've been trying to get money. We've been taking care of our people. We built everything in our own country. We don't need any other country because we built all the shit. We built it here
I
because you
mean,
gave it to us.
even though most of their stuff is built out of like styrofoam.
Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. They have fake rice and all this shit. Fine, fine.
Yeah, they have a lot of
But all I'm
problems.
saying is, yeah, they do, they do, they do. And if they
Also,
get
like
ready to, and if
they're
they
like
get ready to invade Taiwan, I would say already World War III is good and happening.
yeah, they're like a super surveillance state. They're like can't
Yeah,
really talk
true,
about the government.
true.
Yeah, there's a lot of other problems. Like they live with it because
Yeah,
they're
you
like
know, you're right.
woo, but it's just like
Yeah,
America. Where it's like Americans talk about bad about China because like we don't know
yeah,
what it's like over there. But Chinese people are like,
yeah,
yeah, we just live in this. We just keep going throughout the day, and it's like
yeah,
they've never had the right to talk about their government. So of course they don't understand, like as an American, why it would feel wrong for us to not be able to talk about our government and talk about like negatively talk about them, not just be like
yeah. Yeah,
it's
that's it.
it's
Yeah,
another day and the government's
yeah,
working. All right, on to the next news. Like
yeah, yeah. No, you're right. I mean, they have the sweatshops there. They have, and they cover that stuff up and make it look
yeah,
like all nice and pretty on the
yeah,
outside. But
like
yeah,
I think recently I Show Speed, he's like a big streamer. He was over there and
it's,
like
uh,
everyone knew it was like, oh yeah, they just gave him a tourist person and then they showed him just the coolest things. But
yeah,
they didn't show him actual China.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Because I remember this documentary of a young girl that went to work in one of the sweatshops, and she was working 7 days a week.
yep,
She her even she was staying in this small thing, like 10 people in one room type of situation, and she would get days off to go back home to visit her family, but it was maybe once a year or some shit like that.
yep,
And you could see over the years her decline, how it affected her because you can't work 7 days a week. You
yeah.
need a vacay. You need several days. You need to be free.
And
I did this once. I worked 30 days in a row. 30 days in a row.
yeah,
And it was a great experience because I realized at the end I'm not myself anymore. I didn't even know who I was anymore.
yeah.
You need downtime.
And
Spiritually, that's
that's
in
what
Germany, they want to do 4-day work week. You need downtime to
if
be by
Germany
yourself and to
if
breathe.
Germany implements that. I will be coming
Mm-hmm.
back immediately. I'm telling you. If Germany implements 4-day work
They're talking
weeks,
about it.
I'm
Okay.
coming back
Yes, yes.
because living.
Mm-hmm.
I've already worked 4-day work weeks, right? It's
When?
right now. I work part time,
That's
but
all right now, what you're doing. Yeah.
yeah, I work
Yeah, yeah,
4-day
yeah.
work weeks. I like working
Yeah.
4-day work weeks, honestly, because I'm like,
Yes.
okay, now
Yes.
I get an extra day off. I get to do.
Yeah.
I wish it was consecutive, like it was like back to back, back to back. But I
Yeah,
still get
yeah.
2 days off the middle of the week, 1 day off at the end, and I'm like
Yeah.
living. I'm fine.
Yes.
I'd rather have that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like, and it's goes back to like the boomer advice where they're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you have to work, you have to grind, you have to work 80-hour weeks, you have to
Mm-hmm.
stay late, and they're gonna get in the comments. All right, I already seen all the comments on the last one that really blew up because the last little clip blew up. It had like 22,400 views on it. I was like, damn, that really
Okay.
blew up. People, but it's like it
What was that clip?
it was me talking about boomers and how like their advice
Ah,
isn't
okay.
useful anymore. But anyways,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
working 4-day work weeks is much
Yes.
better. It's
Yeah.
statistically better because
Yeah.
other countries have proven, hey, if you're working,
You mean
if you're
scientifically better
yeah,
because you be more productive then. You want to
productive
work then because you
productive
want to work.
productivity goes up 30%.
Yes.
Like that's a massive jump. And companies are like,
It
well,
is.
we can't do that because the company structure, and like a bunch of people are like getting burnt out at work because they're working like, even if they're
Yeah.
working 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, 40 hours a
Yeah.
week, it's still like
Yeah.
we get to the we like most of the time is just filled up with looking busy. It's like, oh, you
Yeah.
get done with your work at 4, you get done with your work at like 12, it's you still have rest of the day. What do you have to do?
Yeah.
Oh, just look busy. I'm like, just let me
Yeah.
go home at this point. If you just let me go home,
Yeah.
I'm fine. If you just let me go
Yeah.
home,
So what America needs is a 4-day work week and increase the salary, especially Walmart. Do you think Walmart is one of the richest families in the world?
yep,
And the way that and that most a lot of employees are getting like social benefits
yep,
to keep to and I'm like nobody that works at Walmart should get social benefits if you're the richest company and one of the richest in the world. You should not. Like I
shouldn't.
don't even understand this. This is what I don't get. Why do you go to church on Sunday if you are so afraid to share your wealth? Sharing means caring, and sharing from a good heart brings more into your life,
Yeah,
even more, because not just more abundance in financially, but the joy you give another person, the ease you give another person, the respect you give another person comes back to you like 50 million times. And that's what makes your life good. Not just
yeah,
having the money and being able to do whatever you want to do, but
yeah,
also having a compassionate heart and to really support people that need the help and that want it
yeah,
and that will do the good of it. Not all people that are poor are losers. What can I do if I was born to a poor family? But I have a mind that wants to be rich.
yeah,
This should, you know what I'm saying? It's not like poor people. No, it's not like that. It's just what the
and
situation is. And then the way it is now, you can't even make it to middle class no more.
yeah,
You can't even make it to nothing no more.
yeah,
You're gonna be in your lane for the rest of your life,
like if you
unless you
make
live in with your family. You know? Yeah.
as a poor person, you have to live perfectly. Because if one bad thing happens, if you make one mistake, it's over. It's like, well, I guess, oh, I had an appendicitis. I guess I missed 4 days of work, and now I have a medical
Yeah.
bill worth $25,000,
50 million, more for appendicitis. Yeah.
$100,000, 50,000, $150,000, like it's some
Yeah.
crazy 6-figure bill that I'm
Yeah.
never gonna be able to pay. I'm never gonna be able to pay.
Yeah.
And then you sit there like, well, what happened? Well, I had to live one bad thing happened to me, and now my whole life is ruined because of one thing.
And appendicitis, I mean, certain illnesses that you get, like, okay, diabetes, fine, overweight, fine. You have certain things, bad back and you're like, this
Yeah,
fat, gonna have a problem. Okay, fine. But there are certain things that happen that's beyond your control. Like,
exactly.
nobody wants cancer. You will get cancer. Maybe you don't smoke even. People get lung cancer even they don't smoke. You know what I'm
People
saying?
get cancer.
Colon cancer, you know what I'm saying?
Runners
So
get
it's
cancer.
like, or you just have an accident even.
Yeah,
You have an
car
accident. Yeah,
accident.
runners get. Yeah, true. What's his name? He had the ball cancer. The one guy that he did these additional drugs. He was a
Oh,
biker.
oh, Lance
Anyway,
Armstrong.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So you can't like. What are we talking about? And this is what
yeah,
I'm saying. This is why I'm refusing to watching any more of these fucking sci-fi movies where the rich and wealthy are the elites and the majority are poor and ain't getting shit. That's not how it's gonna be. That shit cannot be sustained. I know they
yeah.
would like it like that, but it's not gonna happen. Because to me,
And
honestly, I'm not religious, but there is still a higher power. And if you go to that level, you live in the darkness, and darkness will engulf you. The moment you
yeah,
close your heart and you close your empathy, sorry, Elon, what you're saying is a fucking lie. Empathy is your greatest power. It's the thing that will move you forwards and that gives you everything you need to go because it'll make you close to God, yeah? And and it'll help you live in the light, you know?
it's
Because
that.
a lot of people don't want light in their life. Why? Because they have a lot of pain in their life. And when you bring light in, the pain will come out. But
Yeah,
just be strong. Deal with the pain. Let it go.
yeah.
Feel it. Do a little tapping, a little EFT, a little EMDR, do a little therapy, and you'll be fine. But um, open your heart.
It's like that.
A heart life. I like me. I'm not rich. I'm not anything right now. Okay.
Yeah,
But when I go in the city, because my heart is open, I meet a lot of great people. I have a lot of and it just gives me, to be able to talk to a person that's down and be like, yo, and give them a little light. That's a blessing. I come home, I'm more invigorated. And it's
yeah,
not codependency like that. No, it's just caring about people and just
yeah.
being cool. And how many times in the Strasbourg I'm sitting in just like a group chat that I initiated, everybody talking, everybody, this is it to me. This is so much more powerful than, oh, I'm greedy. I'm gonna control this person. I'm gonna fuck this one up. I'm gonna control this. I'm gonna control this. That's a dark life. I don't want that life. I'd rather
Yeah.
be poor than to be like that. Trust me.
It's like
Trust me.
that red. It's the red pill mindset that people have set in. Like a lot of men have fallen into, where it's like, oh, we have to, like, the only way we can be known or respected by others is by being successful. That's how we're measured. I'm like, no, it's just, be a good person in your community. That's probably the best way to be a good person in your community. You don't have to help. You don't have to give
Yes.
money, but like you can help people every now and then. Like, I see this person needs help with their groceries. Let me help put their groceries inside. Oh, this person needs help building a fence. Let me spend the afternoon, maybe like 3 hours to help them. Like, let me just.
Yeah. Or this whole community, there's black people that be doing it. I forgot, but this whole community that's struggling with shit. I'm Elon Musk. I'm a gazillionaire. I can help this community for like 10 years
Easily.
with like one of your tax breaks that you get easily, easily. Just the basics we're talking about. We're not talking about everybody need to have a high lifestyle, but the basics, man.
It's the same
Just have your bills
situation.
paid. Just when you know that you have a medical emergency, that you go be good, so you don't have to stress over the illness. You probably stressing more about the money you have to pay for your medical emergency than anything else.
It's that
Beating
same.
yourself up on getting sick.
It's that same situation,
No.
like when Hawaii set on fire, and The Rock and
Mhm.
Oprah, they had that
Mhm.
foundation, and it's like,
Yes.
I'm like, you make
What's it?
millions of dollars a day. You can just do it. You
Uh-oh.
can just pay it. You don't have to. You
Yes.
don't have to ask for donations because you can just pay
Yes.
it. You can just
Yes.
outright pay it.
But do you see? Hold up. Do you see the shift? There's a shift. That's what I
And
noticed, the shift,
you know what's
because
even
so many people were upset.
wait?
So many people were upset about that shit. And
Yeah,
usually The Rock and Oprah is the holy mother of America. No one will go against Oprah, but so many people were like, nigga, fuck that shit. What the fuck you asking me
it's
for money?
because
What? You
they
see me?
also they're like,
Bro.
oh, we're gonna donate. We're gonna donate both each $150,000. I'm like, you could easily spend 15 million and it wouldn't hurt your pockets. You could spend way more money and it wouldn't hurt. You both
Dude,
have
you can
organizations.
write that out in your taxes. You're not even paying taxes no more in America when you're that wealthy. You can, and even if you can write that shit off in your taxes if you ever were to pay taxes again. So
It's
what are
like
we talking about?
but it's for a good cause. I'm
Donations
like,
get written. That's why people donate, rich people, to have, get a tax break, to get more
yeah.
taxes back.
I was
So it's
like,
not even a thing. Shame on them. That was a shameful thing.
how
That was so lost and so
how
out of touch.
tone deaf and out of touch
Yes,
are you to also not even
yes.
donate enough money? Like, you
And
could
it was
just
during COVID
pay
also.
for it.
During your right after COVID.
It was,
Yes,
yeah, you could
yes.
just pay for it. You could just talk to all your rich friends. You be like, hey, Kevin
Shut the
Hart,
fuck
could
up.
you donate 100? Can you donate 15 million? Hey,
Yeah.
this person, can you donate a couple million? Hey, this person, and you could just call up people, ask them to donate, and then pay it off. You didn't have to publicly do this and make it seem like, oh, we're doing this for the people because it's a public image. Our public image, like you can do shit privately too. You know, like it's the same like
Exactly.
those it's basically like those Instagram videos of like, oh, I'm giving food to the homeless. It's like those big YouTubers that are like, I'm gonna give food to the homeless, and then they have like 1 million subscribers, and you're like, you could do a lot more. Like I understand you're out here giving, but it's like,
Yeah, I know.
it's like,
But you
oh,
know what? I love those videos because they make me cry and they make me feel good inside. I'm sorry.
yeah,
But now
but
you're right. You're
also
right. You're right, though. You're right.
also you
You're right.
could, you know, start. You don't have to film it, or you could start a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
You could be like, oh, we're doing these
Oh,
videos.
filming it is nice. I love it. It makes you feel warm on the inside.
It's cool and all, but it's like,
I don't have a problem with that. But you're right. So your video has like 3, 4, 5 million views, and
yeah,
you gave the person maybe $1,500 or some shit.
exactly. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
this obviously isn't correlating because you're not
Yes.
doing more
Like half would go to the person of what you made off that video.
easily. You could set up a bank account for
Yeah.
them and be like, yeah, every view that we get on this video, half of that goes to the other
But
bank
maybe
account.
they've done that. Maybe you just don't know that. Maybe they're not doing it for protection.
No, it's those people that do it every video is just that. You can't do that for every video.
There was this one guy. This lady had no legs, and he hooked up a tray. And the video, he kept coming back, and it actually was rest in peace. She had passed away.
Yeah.
But it was like years of footage of him going back. First, he get hooked up to a trailer. Then he would come back, take out to dinner, take her shopping, take her this. He was keeping a connection to her. So there are some that do what's right, but others not. Especially like Mr. Beast. I'm like, Mr. Beast, you need to be aware of what type of people you surround yourself with.
Well, he stopped doing those videos now, so he's just doing like.
What is he doing now? I haven't even. Well, I've never followed him anyway. But
He's kind of just doing like big, like extravagant, like challenge type videos.
Okay.
He's like,
Yeah.
I spent 115. I spent $1 million on this yacht, and the last person to touch it will get the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it. That's how his videos go.
Is it like not Hunger Games? What is that? Squid Games. Squid.
Yeah, he did that. He also did that.
But is it that type of? Well, it's not that type of channel.
He's done a bunch of stuff where it's like, well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's still doing.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like people forget quickly.
Yep.
That's what like with Drake. Drake, all you had to do after that, we're not like us, disappear for 3 years, actually put time in to really write your own lyrics, and then come out with the album, everybody would have forgotten about the Kendrick shit. Nah, you gotta do a lawsuit. You gotta be bitching. You gotta be crying. Just take the L. Take the L. Disappear for a couple of years. People forget about shit. They wouldn't even remember that anymore because everybody loves Drake anyway. Maybe I would have even loved Drake. I hate it. Not I don't hate it. But I even less respect for him.
Yeah.
No, sir. Just take the L.
Yeah.
Ooh, have you seen the tennis championships? Wimbledon, whatever it's called?
No.
So it's an African American girl that won it this year.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Have you seen her opponent?
Oh yeah. In the interview?
Bro. I was like, take the L, bro, in a little bit more of a respectful way.
Yeah.
You're an athlete. You are an athlete. You are not a regular schmegler. You are an athlete. This is the first thing you should know as being an athlete is to respect your opponent.
Yeah.
Instead, she's like, well, the only reason she won is because I messed up so badly. Then she also said the girl that got her to the number one, if she would have played her for, all this bullshit, she just can't accept it that this girl has good game. The win was all these stupid excuses. But when she said that, I'm like, wow, you is like a fucked up person. What the hell are we talking about? She only won because I made so many mistakes.
I mean,
Bro,
she did make a lot of mistakes, but also on the other part,
because her mind was already fucked up in her head, and she was scared.
People like.
I think a part of her knew she was gonna lose.
People in the comments are like, "Yeah, you made a lot of mistakes because your opponent forced you to make mistakes." That's what happened. If we look at the footage back, it's like oh, she forced her to make these small little mistakes, which then gave her the
Yes.
win. And it's like, oh no, I lost because I made the mistakes, and I lost, and
Hmm.
she only won because I made mistakes. That's the only reason why, not because
Hmm.
she forced me to do some things and play her game.
Yes. Yes. So that very sad. I'm surprised
Yeah,
she's on the top the way she is. That's
yeah,
like this is why I don't play board games because I don't like losing all the time. But I already know it, so I don't play.
yeah,
But I there's this one game I played with Ileana so many times, and I never won this game. And in the end, I really had a bad attitude. I was like, "Look, I ain't fucking playing this game no more. I never win this game. It's a basic card game. I forgot what it's called. I never win this game." And Ileana, she's laughing with me, and so I haven't played because it pisses me off. I want to win too a
yeah,
little bit. Come on. But I'm a mom. I'm a regular schmegular.
yeah,
She's a superstar tennis player. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And this is what I'm saying. More this shift that I was talking about. More and more people value morality over your achievements
yeah,
because anybody can achieve them. But for you to be like I don't want to say a good person because I don't like being good. Not like that, but just being a healthy, empathic, emotional person.
yeah,
Um, and I think more and more people are craving that over the fame
yeah,
and making less like with Elon. Elon is the richest man in the world, right? His car is out, da 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 da.
yeah,
But look, the moment he did this thing,
yep,
it was dunzo, especially here in Europe. It was dunzo for him.
yeah,
People don't follow that shit. They don't care you're the richest man in the world. You show him you're a Nazi, especially Europe. We don't want nothing to do with you no more. Bye.
yeah,
Check you out. I'll back, youngin.
yep,
Uh, and that saga is also not over yet with him. But anyway, this is what I feel encouraged about because we're not as dumb as we used to be.
mm-hmm,
Why do you have this word even celebrity? To celebrate one person for what? For being in a movie? And then in the background, he's raping people and all this shit. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't see your
yeah,
movies like that. I don't care about you, you know?
yeah,
I mean, even Tom Cruise. If Mission Impossible was like only on one or two, I would stop watching Tom Cruise. I just love Mission Impossible. And I will watch the last 10 part two once it comes out.
yeah,
But I just, like, how can you lose your daughter over your religion?
yeah,
Like, your kid and you are like this for a long time, and nothing. Your husband, nothing comes before your kid and you. That's the thing.
yeah,
Eventually, yeah, your child grows up and you do your thing and we do your thing and blah blah blah. Fine. Just of a religion? No, bro.
yeah,
No, 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 no.
yeah,
And I mean, he's still a cool dude. Alles good. I just please just release yourself out of this fucking cult of Scientology because it even sounds crazy for him to believe in that shit that he's believing. Maybe they
yeah.
got dirt on him and they didn't let him go. I don't know what the deal
Well, at
is,
this
but
point, I don't think they're gonna let him
it's
go.
not worth it. And you have one child. It's not like you got 50 kids out of your own
Yeah,
on your own sperm. You understand? You have
yeah,
adopted kids, fine. But from your own balls, you made one kid. You should
yeah,
honor that. Nothing should come before that.
yeah,
And you can't expect people to follow that crazy religion. That's not even a religion. It's sci-fi shit.
yeah,
Satans are controlling us and blah, bro. No. So yeah, it's and like I say again and again, this is what's gonna save us because we're not gonna put up with that shit.
yeah,
And even this No Kings protest, they had it in Europe too. All over the world were these protests. It's not as strong as in America. But look at what happened. Trump was sulking,
yeah,
or just a little bit politics, because his military grade, nobody wanted to go there. And then the whole of America, 3% of Americans went out and they protested. And that's a lot.
I think it was the. I think in Chicago it was the biggest
One
protest
of the
they've ever
biggest.
had.
Yes, yes, yes,
It was everywhere. It
yes,
was. It was even in like small states too. It was like in Des
yes.
Moines. I was like, Des
This lady,
Moines?
she lives in a 20, like she lives in a city, I forgot the name, but it's 20,000 people in that city, and 500 people showed up,
That's a lot of people
which
for
is
20,000.
500.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a lot of
yes.
people.
So America is gonna be like Egyptian Spring. They're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fine in the end. And then all the racists just need to get a little therapy, and then it'll be all right. We'll see.
And
Mhm.
also, like, I've seen on like back on this politics thing. I've seen on my TikTok
Mhm.
like some like while the like LA protests were happening, like all the comments were
Mhm.
like, well, 80% of Americans agree with deporting immigrants. And I'm like, yeah, but at the like with like an actual system, like in a system, not just taking people off the street and then shoving them into camps. It's not.
Criminals,
Yeah,
criminals,
and it's also this thing of like
and not illegal,
they
not legal. You have legal immigrants that they are
yeah
deporting.
they
Go
they
ahead.
bring
Yeah.
they bring up like, oh, Obama deported 5 million immigrants and Trump only done 1.2, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, first off, Obama had 8 years. Second off, Obama's regulation was all around the border. Every person that got deported was at the border. It wasn't in the state already. They weren't people in states. They weren't people in
Okay.
cities.
Deported, and plus, right quick, and he wasn't sending them to Venezuelan death camps,
Yeah, you just send it back to
slave
Mexico.
camps, to wherever they came from. That's where they had to go
Yeah.
back to. He wasn't like sending around, and he wasn't like going to schools,
No.
going to
Yeah.
like graduation parties, going to court. That's all illegal. That's why they were the fucking mess.
Yeah.
And then this whole LA thing, I'm like, bro, why you got to fuck with LA? LA ain't cool. Nobody should fuck with LA because
Yeah.
LA people, they don't play.
Yeah.
They will come out. They're nice. You know, Californians, they're all nice and good. Especially that LA. That
Yeah.
LA, don't fuck with them. You didn't see it when I think long, long time ago when they had the riots there. Them riots in LA is always intense. A lot of fire and blood and all kinds of shit.
There was cars on fire. You know
You should
those.
have picked you should have picked a city that's less like not LA. Don't go to LA. Plus you got gangs there. Nigga, these people don't play, Alta.
Oh,
LA
also,
don't play.
Congress has, I think it was the Supreme Court has determined that, it was illegal for Trump to send the Coast Guard to,
Yes.
California. So that's a whole. They were like, oh
It's the
no, you
National
can't.
Guard. National Guard,
Yeah,
honey. The National Guard.
the National
Mhm.
Guard. I'm sorry, it's
He
Coast
took
Guard.
over control of the National Guard from whatever Newsom,
Yeah,
the governor from, and so the court did give power back to him. Yeah,
yeah.
but honestly, it was also kind of a distraction because what was coming out before that, Elon talking about Trump, how he wouldn't have won the election without him. Elon talking
Oh
about
yeah,
all
that whole
this like
thing.
he's in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Epstein list. This was a total distraction
Yeah,
move again. A total distraction move. I'm
yeah,
telling you, it's crazy.
yeah. It is
I
crazy.
also want to say one last thing about these red pill community. What is that female red pillar with the red hair?
Oh, Pearl.
They blocked her channel. Pearl. That Pearl. That Pearl. That Pearl.
Still
She
single.
looks intelligent, but she's not. No, I'm not talking about.
I
I'm talking
mean, her whole thing.
about women shouldn't vote.
Yeah.
No. Women can vote if they do the jobs that men do. Okay? Go work on a oil rig. Go do the hard jobs that men do. Then, bitch, go have a baby. Push a baby out of your vagina and then tell a man to do the same fucking thing and see what the fuck happens. This bitch is so stupid. If I ever see her, I'm gonna slap her because it doesn't make no sense what she says. Because she's totally, and this is the whole world. Everybody's negating this fact. It's not fun to push babies out. That shit hurt.
Yeah.
Your uterus contracts like this to open up 10 centimeters.
Yeah.
You might be vomiting. You're doing all this shit. Let's forget the third trimester. You're laying around. You might not be able to get out of bed without help. If no
Yeah.
one's there to help you, I swear you will not get out of the chair. So this shit that she says out of her mouth is so fucking stupid, and that's why she
Yeah.
ain't got no man.
Yeah.
I love femininity. I'm not a feminist. I don't even like that word because we're all human
Oh,
beings who
now
belong together on this planet.
you know what's funny?
But
A lot of now we're fighting like now the I guess it's the female version of red pill are getting called out now. It's like the super toxic
what?
feminism. It's like the toxic basically.
What is the super toxic feminine? That's probably the one that says all men are evil. Because I don't want
Yeah,
that. Don't even come with that
it's
shit
those
either. Because I
people.
have sons. I can't. I'm not doing this.
It's those people. They're
I
calling
had a
them.
video. I reported it actually because I'm like, how you talk about men like they ain't shit.
Yeah, they're calling them
If I was no man in this world, I'd die. Yes.
it's like
They call
female
it.
incels and things like that. It's like, oh, we're just gonna call them what they are, because
Yes.
like, and I think there's a lot of people that call them out too, because they're like I see it a lot on my feed now. It's like there's this
Yes.
one dude who's, I don't know if he's gay or straight or what. He's very androgynous because he wears like hoop earrings. He has an afro.
Okay.
He's very well
Metro
kept.
maybe.
Huh?
But you got these guys. I don't know what this called. It's a
Yeah,
new thing. Don't
I
ask
know
me.
what it's called, but he's calling out these women that are like, he's like, hey, the reason why, like, if you listen to her, you're never gonna get a man, because like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
he's like calling them out because they're also like, they're women that want traditional men, but also don't want,
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be in the traditional role. Basically, it's like they want men
Okay.
to like make six figures and all that stuff, but then
Mm-hmm.
also they don't want to be like a trad wife, I guess you could say, a traditional wife
Or
where it's
trophy
like,
wife.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, I think they
That's
want
what
to
that
be,
means. Trad wife.
yeah.
I thought it meant trading wife that trades her pussy for favors with her man.
No, it's like
It's a traditional woman. Ah,
traditional,
learn
yeah,
something today.
yeah.
Okay, I thought it was trading like
No,
pussy services. Okay, fine.
it's just traditional,
Okay.
just traditional.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's like, no, now they're getting called out, and I'm like, good, because like,
Yeah.
there's also,
Yes.
it's crazy how women are calling out incels for falling into like the red pill movement, but I'm like, you guys are falling into, like, some of these women are also falling into the same exact thing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are falling down the same exact way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I think some of them have voted for Donald Trump, and now they're getting called out for voting for Donald Trump because it's like, yeah, we all saw it, because we know we know the path now. We know, so we know what your path. When you start following down these like super like, oh, only women are right, or all men are
Mm-hmm.
wrong, or whatever. It's like, you should
Mm-hmm.
probably cut it off, because it's like they're obviously trying to
Mm-hmm.
lead you down a certain path
Mm-hmm.
to obviously make more money, and then they're gonna sell their courses. Can't wait for them to start having
Horses and
courses.
what?
I don't to get a man.
Horses and what?
To get a man.
But if you think all men are evil, how can you get a man?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's
If
one.
you don't, even so, if you don't have a proper relationship with yourself
Yeah.
and love yourself and give yourself everything you want that man to give you, you ain't never gonna pull him. You gotta be right with yourself.
There's one woman out there. She has a podcast.
Mm.
She got big on TikTok for like just basically shit talking men. I was like, like, at first it was like, okay, I get it, and then it started going farther where it was like, oh, this guy's kind of making a good point, and then she's just like, oh, just because you're a man, you're stupid or whatever, and I was like, okay, and then now she shifted on to podcasts, and she's like, oh, I hate men, but I don't hate my man, and I'm like, what? How does that work? He's like, yeah, because my man is a good man, but every other man, everyone that's not my man isn't good, and I'm like, that's not.
Who listens to that shit? That even sounds retarded.
The red pill women red pill. I guess it's the pink pill. Yeah, it's the pink pill. That's what we call it.
Ah, they call it pink pill.
Yeah.
And the red pill men and the pink pill women.
Yeah. Pink pill.
I feel sorry for those people.
Yeah.
Non-religious prayer for all these lost people that you just mentioned, because I love all men. I just hate assholes and toxic people. And they come in all forms and shapes and sizes, all political, all blah, 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 rich, poor. You have some highly toxic people, and I ain't got no more time for that shit. That shit is old. Uh-oh.
You gonna turn it off?
The cat?
No, it's
What
a
is it?
fire alarm.
You boy, check it out. Boss?
No, the oven's just on. Someone turned the oven on before the fan, and then the oven's like smoke. Like the so you have
to clean that oven out, baby.
I'm not gonna do it now.
That's why it's smoking. No, I'm just saying, not just now. You need that foam shit. where you need to wear a mask. Because I had to do it the other day. I made
Yeah,
some.
no.
You know what I tried to make? Well, actually, I'm making it. You take frozen pretzels, you rub them in butter really good, and you put
Yeah,
it in the oven. But then the butter was dripping down, and this so. But and then after 20 minutes of baking them, you know the pretzels at the mall with the cinnamon sugar?
yeah.
That's what I've been making. I've been
Uh,
making.
yeah,
It's the best. Aber the the oil, the butter, you
yeah,
gotta clean
yeah,
that out. If it's smoking, you gotta clean that up. And it's the spray you buy, and you foam it 30 minutes, and then boom, boom, boom.
yeah.
Don't make me
Well,
come over there and clean your oven, okay?
I'm not even gonna clean it because there's no point. Because we're probably gonna be. I'm hoping that we're gonna be gone by next year. I'm hoping that.
Ah, okay.
So I
Yes.
don't even care about it. And I don't
But
even
that's
make
maybe like 6 more months.
I don't even make pizza that often. 'Cause someone's
Ah,
making
okay.
pizza downstairs.
Yeah, you make this tofu with the veggies. Oh, you know you're gonna be cooking here. Don't even think you're not gonna be
I've
cooking. You're gonna be making that thing all the time. Next time you come, you're gonna be cooking.
been making
I'm gonna buy
fries
lots of
too.
tofu.
I've been making fries.
Yeah.
I'm planning on
Yeah,
making
you're gonna be cooking, bro. You
like
can do like vacation. Yeah. Vacation in my kitchen. It's big enough for you to have a mattress in there.
I'm planning on making like a potato like I was mashed potato and then like
Hmm?
uh cover it around some cheese, freeze it, and then deep
Mm.
fry deep no batter it, deep fry it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in this kitchen. Make your recipes, baby. I
I'm
want it. Each
hey
one that you send me.
I'm starting to really
Hmm.
chef it up now. I'm starting to really chef it up now. I
I
still
love
need
it. I love it.
the problem is right now I'm having like to start like I don't know how people do it. I've seen the videos. It's like, oh yeah, you just have to
Hmm.
stir fry the tofu, put it in the pan, and then you put some oil in the pan,
Hmm.
and it's like, yeah, but then it doesn't flip. How am I supposed to flip it all? I can't flip. I can't get all
Okay.
the sides of it. It's a whole thing.
Yes.
So that's just soft in the middle because I couldn't get off the sides. And it's like I got deep fry it
Hmm.
or put it in the oven. That's the next plan. I'm gonna put it in the
Yeah,
oven
yeah.
next time.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, just experiment with it. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Baby, do you know what time it is?
No.
It is 6:35.
All right.
6:35. Yes. And I still have to go for a ride. I need some cash.
Yep. Okay.
But back to that. You just experiment with you figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me, my cooking these days. Certain dishes in my dream. I learned watching these little video clips and I do this to the so you get there.
I just deep fried it at that point. I was like, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna deep fry it and deep
Yeah,
fry the
yeah,
tofu. Put some
yeah,
cornstarch, get it surrounded,
yeah,
deep fry it, whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I'm gonna try. I don't have our air fryer broke even. I need to buy another one of those. But I'm looking forward to your cuisine when you arrive here. Mm.
Yep. Make my own sauce
Okay.
and everything.
Oh, and I found out what I really want. I want you to bring and they have these seasoning packs like ranch
yeah.
dressing,
Yeah.
and they have a big shaker. I'm gonna send you the money then. I want the big shaker. I haven't had ranch dressing in 50 million years, Arthur. Yes, yes, yes. I've been checking that. But anyway,
yeah.
let this be the end of our little session.
Yep.
Enjoyed it greatly to speak to you. My prayer, non-religious prayer, is that I will be healthy on Wednesday to actually talk to you then.
yeah.
Um, it's all good.
Yes. That's fine.
Have a good week, baby. Stay cool.
Yep.
Stay collected. I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.
Peace.
Peace out.